Welcome back to Violence of America Reloaded. It's Friday night. We on
Yeah,
another
yeah.
topic.
Absolutely, definitely. We back in the building.
Back in the building, back in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hey. Thank y'all all who's been looking. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Hope y'all checked out that verses last night. It was fire.
Fire. I was scared though.
Yeah, I mean,
It was
had me on
dope
my
at the
toes.
end.
Had me on my toes for a minute, but it was good that they at the end they was able to do the song together, and they was able to walk out there peacefully, no violence, no shooting, because I definitely was on the edge of my seat.
Okay. So today's topic, which I love, I love them all. I think everything is really good for us to talk about, build on, you know. Um, it's going to be social media. Is it a gift or a curse? And our first question is going to be our topic. So,
So we're gonna go into the social media thing. Is it a gift or a curse? And it's a great question. I actually think could be a gift and a curse. Just depends on how you take it. You know what I'm saying? But in today's way of living, everybody uses their platform for different things. When social media came out, it was supposed to be for friends and families to kind of keep in contact with each other that's in different states or anywhere in a different place in the world. But you know, things kind of got haywire and people started using their platforms for the wrong things. And social media to me, I mean, it just went haywire. It's a lot of things that go on social media. Sometimes you gotta watch what you post because people take it the wrong way and run with it. Especially for famous people. You know, so yeah, I think it's a gift and a curse, definitely. What you think?
definitely, it's a fact, you got killings on there that you see. You got, you know, fighting, see people getting stomped. Just a lot of things, just a lot, So we got some questions coming for that we're gonna talk about,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
it's gonna get deep. It's gonna definitely get deep. Um,
Yeah, just to piggyback off of that, it's a lot of beefs that go on social media. You know what I mean? Little rivalries that go on, and then they splattered onto the streets, and that's what social media kind of got out of hand. You know what I mean? I love social media. I'm pretty sure everybody do. You know what I'm saying? Especially to keep in contact with your loved ones and people in different states. But some people use it as a what can I say? As a almost like TV. Some people get too tough for TV and act in ways they shouldn't be acting. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely it's a gift and a curse.
okay. So we're gonna go to the second question. And I'm gonna ask you guys, do entertainers needs to be cautious of what the post is on social media?
Definitely they should be cautious of what they post. Number one, you got people sometimes, I'm an entertainer myself, and sometimes you don't know who's watching you. You know what I'm saying? And then you become that influence. You don't know who people look at you as a role model. You know what I mean? So sometimes you kind of influence the youth in the wrong way. You know what I mean? So if you're the type you portray a gangster persona, you know what I'm saying? Kids grow up and want to be like that.
Right, that's what Snow was talking about last night, right?
Absolutely. So it's almost like you gotta watch what you post. You don't know who's watching. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta let people know the pros and cons that goes with being a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Everybody glorify the gangster life, but they don't tell you about the consequences that come with being a gangster. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we all know what goes with that. We ain't gotta go into that, but yeah, people definitely need to watch they post on their platforms and understand that, you know, you got a whole world that's watching you. And sometimes, you know, a lot of stuff people post on social media don't need to be put on social media. You know, you can kind of keep that to yourself.
Right. I got a question for you. So, as an entertainer, you know, sometimes, you know, how you have your own music Facebook page. You know, sometimes you get negative vibes that comes there. How do you handle that?
For me, I don't get into the comments and stuff like that. You know, I mean, if somebody give me a comment, I tell them thank you, appreciate it, or something like that. You know, if I can help somebody get to where they're trying to get to, I do it. But the negative comments, you know, and it's something that you have to have tough skin. You know what I mean? It's almost the point where, you know, everybody not gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? If you got 20 people in a room, you know, if you got 15 people that like you, maybe 5 don't like you. And it's not even a reason that they don't like you. They just don't like you because they don't like you. You know what I'm saying?
Or they don't like the music that
Or they might not like the music.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if somebody give you a negative comment, it's like you just gotta brush it off and just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? You only can concentrate on the ones that do like your music. So, and if it's vice versa, if it's 20 people in the room and 5 people like your music and 15 don't, you just cater to the 5 that do. The 15 that don't, you know, you just don't like it. Maybe it's not for you. Because everything ain't for everybody.
That's true, because we have got a lot.
Absolutely.
You know, we kind of brushed it off, and
yeah, I get a lot
we
of
always tell them thank you for your
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
mean, your opinion is your opinion. We appreciate you even giving us the
But,
feedback.
A lot of times people get into the, you know, the rah-rah, whatever, arguing on social media, but it's like the person you arguing with, what's the chances of you seeing them?
Never.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no sense to get all riled up, revved up for no reason for somebody that you might not even never see in your life.
That's true. Okay. So we're gonna go to the next question. Should parents monitor young adult social media accounts?
Excuse me. I think so. You know, to a certain, until they get to a certain age, you know what I mean? I think parents should. You know, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta watch exactly what your kids is doing on social media. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you would be naive to think that your kid wouldn't be indulging in things they shouldn't be in on social media. You know what I mean? Because there's so much that go on social media. Social media is almost like when your kids go to school. You know, you can monitor your kids while they're in the house. But as soon as they step out the house, they learn a whole bunch of other things. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely, you know, as a parent, you know what I mean, you should always monitor your kids' social media accounts at all times. You know what I mean? And you know, you should kind of limit them to certain things they can do and they can't do. I mean, kids get upset, but you know, you just gotta know what your kids is indulging in. You know, you got, you know, pedophiles and stuff like that going on. So me per se, especially if you got females, well, not even just females, even males, you know what I mean? Definitely monitor their accounts.
Right. Well, as a mom, I think I'm always going to monitor my kids' account. I think they could be 30 years old and still going to watch it just because I want to make sure they're good. Just to see like comments under their pictures, things like that. So I understand where you're coming from because you're coming from a man, you know, and I'm coming from how a mom would think. I mean, I will always check up on my kids on social media.
Absolutely. That's a fact.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next question. Are street beefs influenced by social media? I think so. I think that's a fact.
Yeah, I think to a certain extent. I mean, you know, some people do take social media for granted, and like I said before, they stump for TV. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what social media is TV. So, especially rappers, sometimes they try to portray a certain persona, and social media gives you the chance to portray that persona, and then you can portray it to the world because you got thousands and thousands, some even got millions of people that's following you, and people get on there and portray a certain persona, and you almost can believe that that person is the person that they are on social media. You know what I mean? Some people, they can do a great acting job and make people think like that's who they are. You know what I mean? And you get people coming in the comments, like I said before. You got, if another rapper goes into another rapper comments and he makes a comment or something, hey, there go a beef right there. Hey, what you talking about? Get off my post, I'll pull up, and that's how a lot of the beef start.
And then you got a lot of other people that entertain it too.
Absolutely.
Make it worse than what it is.
Absolutely.
So
those are the instigators.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I definitely think that I mean, as grown people, I would not let a social media post cause me to get into a beef with somebody else, over words. You know what I mean? If you make a post, somebody make a comment in one of my posts or whatever, I don't like the comment, yeah, I might respond, but I would never let it lead to no big issue, especially not with no words.
That's true. We're gonna go to the next question. Do you think social media should stop promoting the shared location option?
With the location thing, we've seen a lot of, a couple entertainers, especially rappers, especially Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke dropped his location in California, and rest in peace to Pop Smoke. We seen what happened to him, and it's almost like too much posting on social media. It gives the outside world the opportunity to know where you are at all times. You know what I mean? So a lot of times with beef, it's not sometimes with the rappers, it's with who the rappers know. And rappers have money, so at the end of the day, money talk, bullshit walk. We're not gonna get into that, but you can be touched like that. So it almost gives the outside world the opportunity to know about where your whereabouts are. So, definitely I think that, not saying that people shouldn't drop their location. Sometimes, hey, they might want people to know they on vacation and they doing this, they doing that, but just like constantly saying I'm here, I'm in this hood, because you gotta realize when you in, it doesn't matter what hood you in, it's hoods all over, everywhere, and all hood rules abide no matter where you at. So if you in, let's just say, if you in St. Louis or Cincinnati and you in the hood, that was just the first thing that came to mind. I just said Cincinnati, but if you in that area and you in the hood, doesn't mean that just because you from New York and you in Cincinnati, what goes down in New York, it goes down in the hoods in Cincinnati too. So, you just gotta be smart at, how you move.
Right.
Basically.
But then you know what as well too, even going overseas, you know, going away, on a trip.
Absolutely.
You know, sometimes as a female, you could be going over there and you got them guys over there that look for females that's coming by themselves
Absolutely.
or with a bunch of girls, and they like, yeah, we're gonna get them. Then you never, you know, family members gotta go out there to try to, you know, look for them, a cruise or whatever.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about the streets; it's still about even vacation time.
Facts.
You know, so it's a lot to that when it comes to the I'm sorry, the location. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it does it a lot.
Absolutely. It's all about movement.
Even cops.
Absolutely. It's all
They can
about
find you as well.
Right. But I think it's all about how you move. You gotta move correctly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta move the right way. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be running around reckless. You know what I'm saying? And thinking you can't get touched because anybody can get touched.
Right. Okay. It's good night. I'm loving it. What you think?
Oh, absolutely. No, I love it.
I know you do, yeah. That's what's up, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Building, you know,
Absolutely.
talking to the world.
Absolutely.
Hopefully the world will come back and talk to us, you know.
Right.
Kind of give us some knowledge, too. You know, we speaking on what we know.
Right.
You know, what we think. You know what I'm saying?
I love to build and destroy.
Absolutely. We're going to go to the next question. What do you think are the pros and cons of social media?
The pros and cons. The pros is, you know, a lot of people, you know, main thing is keeping in contact with people that's in different areas. You know what I'm saying? Staying in contact with friends, because you never know when something can happen. You know what I'm saying? To somebody you know, somebody close to you. You know what I'm saying?
Family is number one for me.
Absolutely. News. You can find a lot of news out on social media. You know what I mean? People post. What else we got? Just you know, being in contact with everybody. You know what I mean?
Able to see what a lot of rappers and, you know, even athletic. Hey, you forgot about that.
I forgot about the whole.
You forgot all about that because you know our kids that's growing up want to be football players and basketball players.
I forgot about the whole athletic program.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely a goal for the kids. You know what I mean? When they trying to find scholarships and recruitment and all that. That's major. That's a major thing right there. Cons. I really think some people do too much on social media. You know, people put too much of their life on social media. Just too much information. Like I said, you know, the location thing is not a good thing. You know what I mean? What you think?
You know, we used to do that when we first got on social media, laugh out loud. You remember we used to, you know, share our location where we was at. But as of now, no, we don't do that. Because one, you don't want no one to not know when you're not home.
Absolutely.
Where your whereabouts. I mean, just anything, you know. You want to move in silence. Silence is always good. You know.
Absolutely.
If nobody don't know what you got going on, they can't come after you.
That's a fact.
They can't come, you know, busting your doors down, or when you come home from the club and you thinking you coming in, they be out, you know. So it's, I don't think it's a good thing, you know. I think they should take it off. I think they should take it off.
I really think, you know, it's always good and bad. Nothing gonna be perfect.
Absolutely.
And I think when they made social media, it was made to kind of connect people and.
Like MySpace, right? Remember MySpace?
Like MySpace started. You know what I'm saying? Facebook was made for that, but then once the Instagram and the Twitter, you know what I mean, and people was able to kind of be close to, you know, celebrities and people that they never thought that they could be in contact with and kind of know what they do in their everyday life, then it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Then, you know, some people started going overboard with it.
Because you remember we was talking about, sorry if I cut you off,
That's fine.
but remember we was talking about how back in the day when we was growing up, you really didn't know nothing about rappers and like they life and they household and they babies, or even if they, you know, sometimes you didn't even know if they got into a car accident. You
Right.
know, it was just a lot of things. Now you're able to see their cars, you're able to
But
see their face.
Like you said, like if they got into a car accident, you might read about it, but you wasn't able to see it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if something happens to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Just say for instance, somebody getting in a car accident, you gonna go straight to their social media and see, and wait for them to post something about it.
Right.
Which sometimes they say, look at the car that I wrecked up. You know what I'm saying? And then they might show you pictures of them in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Where before, you wouldn't see that. All you would do was read a news feed and just says, hey, such and such was in a car accident, he's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's all you had to go by.
Right. That's true. Even with the news now, with the president and all that, you know.
Absolutely.
You know, you're able to see their lifestyle as well, you know, playing golf and, you know.
Right.
You know, so yeah, it's a lot. But we're gonna go ahead and go to the last question of the day. We're gonna try to spread this a little bit, kind of short, but we're gonna I think this was a good topic tonight.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we get the feedback from y'all guys. The next question gonna be, why do negative energy gets more attention than positive energy on Facebook? Can I say something before you even start?
You said Facebook or just social media?
Let's say social media.
Okay.
Social media period.
All right.
Go ahead.
I mean, controversy sells. I look at it like that. Even like, okay, we're gonna go back to the verses last night. I don't know if that was staged, if they planned it, or if it was just something that they did. You know what I mean? But sometimes when something is regular, people pay attention to it. But the fact that it was controversy involved, that's all everybody is talking about.
Right?
Absolutely. That's all everybody is talking about because controversy sells. You know what I mean? People want to see conflict. You know what I'm saying? If you read something and it's just regular, you might not even read the whole thing. But if you read something and it's conflict and it's this person going at this person, yeah, you're going to read it to the end because you want to see what the outcome was. And that's the thing, you know, tied in with social media. And I really don't think it's just social media. I just think, you know, that's just the way of the world. You know what I'm saying? The world loves controversy. They love conflict. Conflict sells. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? People want to see, you know, at the end of the day, you know, people want to see people beef. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to say, but people want to see conflict. If it ain't no conflict, life will be boring. You know what I mean? So you need action sometimes.
Okay, I don't think this has too much, but I really want to ask you this question because I know you do a lot of studying and, you know, you have knowledge yourself. Why don't people fight no more? Why is guns, like even last night, you know, like you said, we really don't know how it was set up.
Right.
But just say that it was on another level, right?
Right.
And Gucci came and Snow about killing a friend, burying them, you know, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Like, why do it always gotta be gun violence? Why people are scared to fight?
I mean, I think people do still fight. They probably don't fight as often as, you know, as they used to, but I'm pretty sure people do still fight. But even in that scenario, you can win a fight and still get shot.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean? So I mean, I really think they still fight. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure people would still scrap and catch a fade or whatever. But it's just sometimes that you can lose a fight but you can still get shot. You know what I'm saying? But in our era, it was either you win, you lose. You know what I'm saying? And if you lose, then you move on.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because what a lot of people don't realize is, if you fight, when you fight one-on-one, you still get points for fighting. It ain't like a person you just getting beat up. So you can fight and you can lose and still gain status. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that today people don't like to take L's, period. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's again goes back to, it's just like now, another thing with the social media thing. The fact that if you fight now, every fight is posted on social media. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's almost like you don't want to get embarrassed. So if you have a fight and the fight get posted on social media, now you got to find a way to get your one back up. So if you know you can't beat this person, or in your mind you're saying you can't beat them, what's the next thing to do? You got to find another way to win. So, you know what I mean? So that's another thing that, people don't want to take no L's.
Violence of America.
Absolutely. Violence in America.
Yes.
Absolutely. So what you got to say?
Well, I mean, the topic tonight was very interesting about, social media, where I think that social media is everybody's life. I mean, everybody live around that. I don't think nobody can go without social media right now. I think it's either gonna be a failure for you, or it's gonna be a great thing for you. As as far as you making music, everybody needs social media now.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
they not doing too much record deal. Well, record deals, yes, but like the record label back in the day, when you had to sign a record label, you really not doing it. Y'all kind of able to go ahead and do it on your own, be your own boss. Do how you want to do it, plan it out, move the ways you want to move. So, I think social media is good in a way when it comes to things that you're trying to do, as far as a business, any type of business. If it's dealing with cleaning, or if you have a restaurant or anything like that, that's called promoting.
Promotions.
So promotion. So yeah, I think social media can be a good thing if you use it for.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. If you promote and market correctly, it could be a plus for you, but if you're using it for other things, it could be a downfall, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's basically on how you use it.
On how you use it, correct. And that's with YouTube as well, right?
Absolutely, that's all platforms.
All platforms, yeah. Yeah, so thank y'all. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Absolutely, so we're wrapping up the third episode. Definitely gonna be doing this a lot more, so we're just giving y'all a taste right now. But get used to seeing us.
Leave comments.
Absolutely, leave some
we
comments.
We wanna know,
some questions. Whatever you wanna leave.
Let us know how we doing.
We'll definitely get back with y'all.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Peace.